Mercury might be the smallest planet in the solar system, but don't let its size fool you. This little world is extreme in almost every way. It's the closest planet to the Sun, orbiting at an average distance of just 36 million miles, which is less than half the distance from the Sun to Earth. Because it's so close, Mercury zips around the Sun faster than any other planet, completing one full orbit in just 88 Earth days, earning it the nickname the Swift Planet. But even though it races around the Sun, its rotation is incredibly slow. One full spin on its axis takes about 59 Earth days, which means a single day on Mercury's sunrise to sunrise lasts the equivalent of 170. That long exposure to sunlight, combined with no real atmosphere, causes temperatures on the day side to reach an oven-like 800 degrees Fahrenheit for 130 degrees Celsius. But here's the twist: despite being so close to the Sun, Mercury is also one of the coldest planets at night, dropping to a freezing -290 degrees Fahrenheit -180 degrees Celsius after sunset. That's a nearly 1,100 degree swing between day and night, one of the most extreme in the entire solar system. Why does Mercury get so cold at night? It's because it has virtually no atmosphere. Unlike Earth, which has a thick blanket of gases to trap heat, Mercury's atmosphere is so thin it's more like an exosphere, a wispy cloud of particles constantly blown away by solar radiation. It can't hold in any warmth, so as soon as the sun sets, the surface cools down dramatically. Despite its size, just slightly bigger than the Moon, Mercury has an outsized impact on space science. It's covered in impact craters, rugged cliffs called scarps, and ancient lava plains that tell the story of a violent early solar system. One of its most dramatic features is the Caloris Basin, a massive impact crater over 950 miles, 1,525 kilometers wide, likely formed by a huge asteroid billions of years ago. The impact was so intense it created a region of chaotic terrain on the opposite side of the planet. And get this, Mercury actually shrinks. As its massive iron core cools, the planet contracts, forming giant cliff-like faults that stretch for hundreds of miles. It's one of the only planets known to still be tectonically active in this way, even today. Despite being tiny and close to the Sun, Mercury has a surprising magnetic field, about 1% as strong as Earth's, but still powerful enough to trap charged particles from the Sun and form mini magnetic storms. That's huge for such a small planet, especially one that rotates so slowly. Scientists think Mercury's magnetic field is caused by its massive iron core, which makes up about 85% of the planet's radius, the largest core-to-planet ratio in the solar system. This core is likely still partially molten, which helps generate its magnetic field through a process called the dynamo effect, the same principle that powers Earth's magnetism. Mercury also has something Earth doesn't: permanent water ice, hiding in shadowed craters near its north and south poles. Even though it's blazing hot during the day, these polar regions never see sunlight, allowing frozen water possibly delivered by comets to remain intact for billions of years. That discovery blew scientists' minds when it was confirmed by NASA's Messenger spacecraft, which orbited Mercury from 2011 to 2015. Messenger also revealed weird chemical compositions, surface hollows called pits that might be caused by vaporizing minerals, and signs of past volcanic activity, all pointing to a planet way more complex than anyone expected. Because it's so close to the Sun, Mercury is notoriously hard to observe from Earth. It's usually only visible during twilight, just before sunrise or just after sunset, and it never strays far from the Sun in the sky. That's why ancient astronomers often thought it was to different stars: Apollo when seen in the morning and Hermes when seen at dusk. It wasn't until telescopes came along that we realized it was the same planet. Mercury's tight orbit also causes a phenomenon called solar transits, where it passes directly between Earth and the Sun, something that only happens about 13 times every century and can only be seen with a telescope and proper filters. And even though Mercury has no moons, no atmosphere to breathe, and probably isn't a candidate for life, it's a key to understanding how rocky planets form, evolve, and die. It's like a time capsule, preserving conditions from the early solar system better than almost any other planet. So, yeah, Mercury might be the smallest planet, but it's packing some of the biggest surprises.